By now, you've seen the Giannis injury. It's gruesome, but miraculously, there was no structural damage. But it's hard to picture him being ready to play before this series is over. When a team loses their best player like that, it's not surprising they'd struggle to finish out the game, getting blown out by 20. So let's look at what was happening before this that led to the Hawks having a couple of spurts that gave them surprisingly comfortable leads, considering their best player was out with a bone bruise. It didn't start out well in transition, as the Hawks dodged a bullet leaving Middleton wide open, but watch Tucker clearly pick up Lou, who's still off screen. This means Middleton needs to deal with both Bogdanovich and Collins on the weak side. Instead, he wanders over to guard Williams as well. While Bogdan had been an icy 25% from 3 in the series, they let a sleeping bear wake up. Now, I'm not going to say Brook Lopez was responsible for letting the Hawks score so many points. What I can say was that he was involved in most of their buckets when he was on the floor. I'll let you decide who to point the finger at. The double ball screen the Hawks love to run works well because if the first screener rolls, Lopez has to step over to help. That puts him below the free throw line and enables Lou to hit the wide open jumper. You can see Forbes wants to pick his man up, but Giannis is closer. Bogdan is smart not to force the issue amongst those trees, so a nice retreat dribble pulls Giannis out, and a smart cut by Okongwu gets him a step through on Lopez plus the foul. This new way of ball screening by pushing the man with both arms is a bit troubling, and it puts Middleton 3 steps behind, with Lopez trying to guard 2 players at once. Huerter has some real skills. Coming off the missed free throw, Holiday wants to pressure Huerter, but Kevin can really handle the ball and gets by him. Watch Connaughton as he breaks off from his man to stop the ball at the free throw line. The freelancing catches Forbes not ready. He doesn't see man and ball, and as a result, no one is there to pick up Williams until it's too late. I did like the Bucks' defensive concept here. Forbes finds himself switched onto the bigger Okongwu on the roll, so Connaughton scrams him out of there. However, it should have been Giannis who picked up the rolling center and let Forbes deal with the spot-up version of Gallinari. Instead, Connaughton gets caught trying to front the post, and it's an easy dunk. But it was the Bucks' turnovers that also killed them through the first 28 minutes of the game. The Hawks ice this pick and roll and force Holiday down to the baseline. I like how Bogdanovich keeps his hands active to thwart the pocket bounce pass, and perhaps in a sign that they don't respect Giannis' jumper in the lane, they end up doubling in the corner. Why teams don't do this more, I'm not sure. And Drew panics and throws it away, leading to another transition screw-up. Clearly, Lopez wants someone to get Capella. He doesn't see Drew sneaking in there until it's too late, so now he has to close out to a shooter who blows right by him. There's nothing Drew can do amongst these trees except watch as Capella throws it down. Remember, the Bucks have gotten Giannis more buckets in transition than anywhere else in an effort to avoid dealing with the half-court sag they give him. His man Capella can't keep up, so Collins can give him several feet of space to get in front of him. And Giannis exposes the ball as he likes to ignore the defense on his power moves to the rim. This directly leads to the Bucks getting into early offense with the organic drag screen in the left wing by Bogdanovich. Middleton gives too much ground to contain, and Lou Williams hits him with a quick right-left into 3-ball without any type of contest. Make no mistake about it, Middleton is as important as Giannis is to the team. And when he's shooting 3 for 11 before Giannis goes down and turning it over 4 times, it's a big reason why the Bucks couldn't control this game. On this Hawks turnover, Giannis sprints to the rim and catches Capella trailing and Huerter having to pick him up. At this point, it's too late to throw a lob, but Middleton overthrows the pass anyway, but at least it's a dead ball turnover. Rarely do you see an NBA player make the same mistake on the same type of pass multiple times in the same game, but they catch Portis down low being guarded by a smaller player in Cam Reddish. Perhaps afraid of overthrowing this pass, Middleton severely underthrows it as Reddish just snatches a potential bucket away from the Bucks. Incredibly, he gets a third chance with a slight mismatch down low as Lopez and Gallinari do some sort of seesaw dance, and he slams the pass off the backboard. It's natural for the favored team to ease up thinking they've got a game when their opponent's best player isn't playing. But remember, the Hawks had been shooting really poorly from 3, and it was only a matter of time till they started hitting more of them, and by the time the fourth quarter was starting, they had hit 12 of 29, and the game was all but decided. With the resurgence of Cam Reddish, and we have to see if it's a mirage or not, and the imminent return of Trae Young, it's hard to see the Bucks winning this series unless Giannis somehow gets back on the court inside of 6 days. And with all these injuries this postseason, all I can say is that this season frickin' sucks, man.